Are we live?
We are live. I tell y'all, man. I tell y'all. I don't know what it was about that Puerto Rico show, though. I tell you, I kind of liked it. I
That
kind of
was
liked
what
it.
these kids call lit.
Okay, well, anyway, we are going to review this good old
I like
Backlash,
pineapples.
but not on pizza. Uh,
Yeah, that's terrible on pizza. Like, man, that's gross.
anywho,
I like
Backlash
If you
pineapple
like
on pizza.
pineapples on pizza, you're
2023.
fucking psycho.
Yeah, you are a little
Well,
weird, but
I like pineapple on pizza. You psycho.
well, I mean, we've all met you, Casey. We know you're psycho. Um,
If you're a Chiefs fan, you're a psycho.
But we're going to talk about this Backlash 2023. Best WWE pay per view in quite some time, years even. Who knows?
You know who made it.
What's going on, good people? This is why you don't eat and drive. I mean, eat and do a podcast.
Are you driving right now? Wait, you're
No,
driving.
I'm driving in the stationary room. Yes. No, but we're going to talk about this Backlash 2023 review right here on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, and I mean always, an instant classic. I am your host, DJ, and also down below we got my co-host, my boy, my good friend, my good old boy, Casey.
We're
And
not
also
friends.
whatever we are. And we have our esteemed Juggernaut Show analyst over here.
He
Justin
said
Porter.
analyst.
Juggernaut 097. Anywho,
Demonetized.
demonetized.
I mean, I already got demonetized right at the beginning. So, I mean, demonetized.
The moment you say any words, we get demonetized.
We're not. We weren't even monetized. We're extra demonetized.
let's start with this. First things first, you can always watch or listen to. This is not Fly Nation Speaks. You can always watch or listen to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast on all your major podcasting platforms, and of course, if you want to watch, Facebook and YouTube and Twitter too, if you want to watch along and comment and whatnot. But Backlash 2023. Overall thoughts. Let's start there. For me, I thought this was good. I enjoyed it. I was in it the whole way. I loved all of it. The crowd was hype. The crowd made me feel like I was at a freaking wrestling show again. Like, I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was a fantastic show. I thought the matches were good. I thought the card was good. There may have been matches I didn't understand because I haven't been watching, but I didn't care. But they still ended up being worth a darn, worth the watch. I enjoyed it. They need more shows in Puerto Rico. The shout out to the crowd, man. Like, they deserve so much freaking credit. And, maybe it's because they've been without a WWE show in 18 years. But still, like, they deserve a lot of credit for just giving you everything that a wrestling crowd should give you. But, anywho. Casey, what was your thoughts on the overall thoughts on the show?
It was a show. No,
Why did we bring him on?
if you would let me continue, you always cut me off. You always cut me off when I'm about to say something, and this is why Anyway, I enjoyed the show, Justin. I liked it, Justin. I thought the crowd was great, Justin. Most of the matches I thought were really good, Justin. They should do more shows in places that they don't normally go to, Justin. Are you glad that I said things now, Justin? You jerk. The Chiefs suck, and they cheated.
Speaking of Justin, thoughts
Okay.
on the show?
We don't have to go to him.
I thought it was an amazing.
All right,
show.
next Matt.
I thought it was an amazing show, and like I agree with all you guys. Like Man, they just need to go to these shows that like are WWE hungry, like that don't get shows very much, like Puerto Rico, the UK, and like all these different countries and stuff. Because man, like they were just hot the whole night. I mean, there was a match that they were kind of dead for. I mean, but they were still kind of hyped for it, but they were also not as hyped for it. But it was an enjoyable show. I enjoyed it.
Wait, what? What
Yeah,
did this man just say?
I mean they were kind of
They
hyped.
was hyped for it, but then they wasn't hyped for it, but then they thought about it and they got hyped for it again, and then
Yeah.
they considered it and they was like, nah, we ain't hyped no more. And then they got hyped again.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Seems like they do things the Justin way. But anywho, let's jump into this show, which I thought was awesome. I really did enjoy it. Starting with Bianca Belair and Io Shirai, or sorry, Io Sky. My issue, first things first, as much as I love the show, sometimes I hate WWE for certain reasons. Io Sky is a stupid name. And when they say Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, it's really dumb. So that's silly. But anyway, this match was amazing. Amazing. Great way to start the show. Just like, I mean, it got you going from right from the opening bell. Like you felt like, oh man, this is gonna be like, to see that other matches had to top this one. That's what made this one really fun. And with Bianca kind of like leaning on the fact that she had the arm injury and Io Sky was working on the arm and stuff like that. That worked perfectly in this match. And Bianca still trying to use her strength, even though she only had one arm. That was great. Like I like Bianca so much. I understand people are mad that she's been champion for a long time, and I get that and all that. But like in terms of like talent and what she does, like you can't be mad at Bianca Belair. I don't think. I mean, she's just good. She has been, always will be, and I really enjoyed this match. I thought it was excellent. Both of them, like it really. I think this was one of those matches where it really nobody truly lost. Like yes, Io lost, but like it was one of those things where it just felt like both women came out strong because both of them looked really good. Io had her chances in the match. Bianca somehow by hook or by crook gets the win. I thought it was good. I hope they continue to book both of these women this way, but especially Io Sky because I feel like she hasn't done anything since she's been on the main roster, very much at least. But Justin, what was your thoughts?
Yeah, this match was a great opener here. Like I think this is probably the second best women's match of the year behind Rhea Ripley and Charlotte from WrestleMania. This match was great. Like I love the chemistry that both these women had in this match. And like you said, with Io working on Bianca's arm a lot throughout the match, that was nice. And there was one nasty spot in the match where Bianca, she did like a one arm like gorilla press, and like Io landed on her face kind of awkwardly. That I didn't really enjoy that much.
I mean, she should have called herself, but anyway.
I like
She went all out to sell it. I feel like she went all out to like give it her all that she was gonna fall. But I mean, and I know she was falling awkwardly, but she could have called herself.
Mm. I also like the moonsault she hit onto the outside of the ring. That was nice, breathtaking moonsault. I also enjoyed the power bomb that Bianca did off the top rope. That was cool. And of course, we had a damage control come out. Bailey and Dakota Kai. They tried to run interference and help Io win. And I liked how they were like utilizing Bianca's like hair in the match or her ponytail. That was cool. But Bianca still retained the title, which it did make sense because she's going to SmackDown, so they're definitely going to be doing a swapperoo of the women's championships here. And also I noticed that Io, she was getting cheered a lot throughout this match, and then like Bianca, she was getting booed a little bit. So I don't know if like starting they're gonna when Bianca's gonna get booed more at these live events. Because I like you said, people are starting to get tired of her reign, and she's kind of becoming like a John Cena of the women's division. Like, LOL, Bianca wins again. Because like it doesn't seem like realistic for her to like be beating like these 3 women, like just 3 against 1, doesn't seem realistic, and it seems like
I mean, have
um
you seen her?
I mean she is
She is
strong.
the strongest, So.
I mean, this is true, but
I mean, I think honestly though, I think they could push this into a heel, not necessarily even a heel run, but I mean, maybe they could start it as like a heel run and then like have her lose it or however way. But I mean, I would like to see Bianca as a heel, but like, I mean,
like I would love to see her have
welcome
more
to
of her.
modern day wrestling.
Or I'll love to see her have more of her like attitude that she had back down in NXT. And I think since Vince has been kind of like running things, he's been doing it like in his perspective of how he sees Bianca Belair, and now that she's on SmackDown, that's more Triple H's show kind of. I feel like maybe she can have a little bit more attitude on there, and maybe that can start to see ripples between like the Damage Control, like maybe Io Sky can like do a face turn because like fans are really behind Io Sky. Like that, she really showed what she could do in the ring, and it was great.
Yeah,
And
I
also
think
Bailey, man, she was looking thick, man. Like she apparently she's going to start wrestling in trunks, which I'm ready for that. I'm waiting for that day.
I mean, whatever you gotta do to get your ratings up, right? But I will say this. I think that's kind of the issue. I don't know how I'd book a wrestling show in 2023. Because the fans are so
It's
darn
got to be Tony
flip-floppy.
Khan. You got to be the good Tony Khan.
I guess. It just feels like the fans are just so back and forth on what they want.
They're so fickle, as
Because
Dan Bryan said.
I freaking swear, if they turn on Cody for literally no fault of his own, I'm going to hurt someone. I'm going to be very frustrated by this, okay? Because like they're pushing this out and egging this on that Cody's this lovable underdog, and then the fans are going to screw him, and he's not even going to really get that lovable underdog moment. And as Casey has said in the past too, maybe he should have got the underdog moment way, way, way back when. But I mean, this is also wrestling fans in a nutshell. So,
and also, I don't feel like this match should have started off the show. I feel like it should have been the Brock and Cody match, just in my opinion. But yeah,
maybe. Casey, what you think? What you thinking?
I'm gonna be the heel starting off. Usually this is Adam's position, but he doesn't like to show up anymore because he has to work. Or he's going to Disney World again without us. Jerk. Anyway,
he likes him some Disney World. I don't understand. It's a
I understand that. And I like me some Disney World too. And I thought we was friends, and he should bring his friends. Minus you two, just me. Anyway,
I'll be his friend.
I did not enjoy this match. This was the only match that was kind of a letdown.
Boo, you suck. You're the worst.
I didn't like it. I don't. First of all, I don't understand. I don't understand what genius of the sky even means. Like, what does that even mean?
She can fly. She knows the physics of flying.
It's like one of those weird like Japanese to English translations that doesn't translate well, but they were like, "Fuck it, let's go with it." But no, I'm not a huge fan of Io Sky, not for any fault of her own, but they just haven't booked her well at all. I feel like in WWE, like at all.
What about in this match?
Huh?
What about in this match?
Still, I didn't.
You're telling me they didn't book Io Sky good in this match, or Shirai, or whatever?
I mean, I didn't really watch the match. I'm gonna be honest.
So how in the world are you in any position?
If y'all would listen to me and stop interrupting all the time.
No more rupping. Okay, no more rupping.
I didn't enjoy. I couldn't get into this match because one, I'm not into. I'll say it. I'm not a huge Bianca fan or Io fan. I'm not. I understand why people like them. I do. I get it. They're just not my cup of tea.
Is this a main roster thing? Because you liked Bianca before.
I didn't really. No, I
yes,
didn't.
you did. Yes,
No,
you
I didn't.
did. I remember.
didn't.
It's
Yeah, I
on,
remember. Yep,
it's
yep,
on
I
record. Look
remember.
through the
It's on
archive.
record. Let's go
On
look
record.
back. Let's go look back at NXT.
What did I say about Bianca? What did I say?
You said she was
You said
good.
she's the BEST of
He didn't say
NXT.
that, but
I
I'm just
never said that.
he
I'm
said
not
she was
saying
good.
I'm not saying she's not good. I'm saying she's not my cup of tea. There's a difference.
Okay.
Both of them are good. Both of them are talented. They're just I wouldn't. This isn't the match that I would have booked if I was booking a women's match.
What is your cup of tea, Casey? Alexa Bliss.
Listen, you can put Alexa up against anybody, and that's gonna be
Alexa
nice.
Bliss and Charlotte.
It's not Charlotte. He hates her.
Okay,
I
maybe
love
not Charlotte.
Anyway, see, this is why
We
can't
moving on
have
to the
nice
next
things.
match.
Next match on the
I
card that
wasn't
Casey.
done talking shit about
Oh,
Oh.
this
sorry.
Oh.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Continue. Okay, next match actually. So Seth Rollins versus Omos, which I'm sure Casey hated because Casey hates everything.
Because Casey's an Omos phobe.
Speaking of, let's start with Justin first. Then I want to go to Casey because I feel like Casey's going to disagree with Justin.
Okay, so this match feels like it's been like watching the video package. It feels like it's been booked up for like 3 weeks. I tell you, WWE, they do amazing with their video packages. Like I don't know who does them, but like
I thought the video
props to WWE because they only had one segment together on a Raw, and they did nothing else to book this up. But as it goes for this match, I thought this match was actually okay. I mean, they kept Omos in his limits what he could do. He was pretty dominant in this match. He didn't do a lot of selling because like he still doesn't do the greatest of selling in some of his matches. So, they kept him in his limits. I like how Seth Rollins he when he tried to go for that curve stomp that one time. I like how Omos blocked it. The strength of Omos. That was pretty cool. And I was surprised when he kicked out of that stomp the first time. And then when he went up to the second rope, or when he went up to the top rope and did the super stomp, as they were saying, I thought that was pretty good. But it was right to have Seth Rollins win. But I feel like Omos gets booked in like all these big matches, but he ends up losing all of them. Like he loses to Brock Lesnar, he loses to Rollins here. I mean,
it doesn't really make any sense.
It doesn't. Like
they want him to be this Nigerian giant, but like giants don't lose these matches, and if they do, they're not losing clean. Giants don't lose clean; they lose by hook or by crook. That's how they lose. Casey, what was your thoughts?
I mean, so Justin, you like this match?
I mean, it was better than what I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was terrible just because Justin liked it. No, I think booking wise, this was a good choice. I think on paper, a lot of people would think this is a weird mismatch, but I think I don't want to say Omos is green. I mean, he is, but I think a lot of big guys don't necessarily. It takes them a while to like figure out how to work properly and how to like, make things look good being so big. And I think Omos a lot of the times has that problem. But when you put him in a match with somebody like Seth Rollins, who like this guy could, and we've seen, I don't think it was necessarily him. I forgot who did it, but he could work a headlock for like 5 minutes and you would be completely entertained. He knows how to work the crowd. He knows how to, not only wrestle, but, milk a moment when he needs to, get the crowd back into it when he needs to. He's a good, and I hate using this because I feel like it's a generic, overused term, but he's a good ring general. He knows what he's doing. He's a guy that I would always put in there with somebody who is either less experienced or, kind of needs to have certain things kind of not necessarily overshadowed, but he can kind of block little like shortcomings from other guys because he's so good at what he does. So I thought the booking was for this match was good, and the match was. It wasn't the best match on the card. Obviously, we'll get to much better matches, but for what it was great. The fans were into it. I mean, the fans were into the whole show, the whole night. So it definitely was a good booked match here.
Yeah, I oddly enough, I agree. I think I agree, but I agree tenfold. I think this match was very good. When you consider the fact that I don't know if Omos has really had a good match yet. And sometimes I feel like not necessarily, like I know he's green and I get that he's inexperienced, whatever. But like I don't think that's necessarily a fault of his own. Number one, like this is the perfect way to book Omos. Just exactly what they did here. They did even though he lost, it wasn't nearly as bad as him losing to some of the other guys that he's lost to. Seth made him look good. Seth made his move. Seth made not only Seth's moves look good, but Omos's moves look good. And I mean, Seth has a way of doing that, but I think at the same time, like this is one. This is like a perfectly booked Omos match. I watched this match and I didn't think like, oh wow, Omos looks terrible. Oh wow, this is awful. Like I literally watched this match with like, look at these guys. They're doing this thing, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was excellent.
And also, it seems like they're grooming, Seth Rollins to be the first like world heavyweight champion. Because like, I mean, he's already going to Night of Champions. Which okay, kind of sidebar here. So I hate how they're calling this tournament, which it's not even a full tournament. It was this 2 triple threat matches last night in Raw. Okay. And then the winner of those 2 triple threat matches met in the main event on Monday Night Raw. So it was Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. So Rollins won that. And on SmackDown, they're going to have 2 more triple threat matches, and the winner of those 2 triple threats face face in the main event on SmackDown. But since it's a Raw exclusive title, why are SmackDown superstars competing for the title? I just don't understand.
Yeah, it doesn't
like
make sense.
that. Like the brand split doesn't mean anything. Like it.
Yeah, and I think that's what we were talking about when we were talking about the title anyway, because you were explaining kind of what was going on with like you were explaining the tournament that they were having, and I think all of us were kind of like, why is SmackDown guys on this thing when?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all.
My other question is, what you literally have 2 titles stuck together on Roman. Why not just take a title off of him? Why do you need a whole other title?
Or it's like, why don't they like, okay, so like something like with the Money in the Bank, or like have like a clause in there, or like Roman goes like, oh, I'm only defending 1 title, you know what I mean? Like he has something in the contract.
They could have did the I don't remember who said it. I thought it was one of y'all, but it might have been somebody else. But somebody mentioned to me like the reverse vengeance thing with
I think that might have been Casey.
It might have been
Reverse Battle Royal.
No, not the reverse battle.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
where he defends the title, I mean, they could do. I mean, since they had 2 nights of Mania, they could have easily.
Where he defends it in two nights.
But, I mean, yeah, I mean,
or
he defends it back-to-back nights, whatever. That's fine since they got 2 nights anyway. And then have somebody, I don't know, Cody, take it off of him, and then they split the titles that way instead of having him have a undisputed title. That's not technically the undisputed title because there's another title now. It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, WWE logic. The triple threat for the U.S. title: Theory, Lashley, Bronson Reed. I thought this was excellent too. I mean, I thought everybody had a little bit of shine. I thought Theory got his heat that he needed. I love Theory's entrance. As simple as it is, like I love him just doing a kind of like jogging to the crowd, jogging to himself, whatever you want to say, hyping himself up, however you want to say it. I like that he does that. I think it like just adds to that little more mystique. I don't know. I think Austin Theory is really good. I think Austin Theory is just a bright star and a lot of talent on the WWE roster. But I think at the same time, I think I think everybody kind of shined on this match too. They did a good job of making everybody feel like they shine. All Theory got his kind of heel victory at the end. Lashley got a spear on Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed looked good. He looked strong in this match too. So I mean, I thought this was excellent. I like what Theory's doing with the title, and I want to see what else he does too. Justin, who you got? No, not who you
Yeah,
got.
Steve,
Justin,
we do the
what you think?
predictions first, and then we
Yes.
do the review.
We did that.
No. We do predictions after the.
Yeah, we did the
exactly.
prediction after because 100% right.
Yeah, I thought this was a
I
very
think they should do
enjoyable.
the election after they pick the president. I'm just saying, it's perfect.
Exactly. I thought this was an enjoyable match here. There was this one spot that Bronson Reed he did this nice splash onto Bobby Lashley on the outside of the ring during the match. That was nice. Also Bronson Reed, he could move pretty good for a big man. He did a pretty nice moonsault in the match as well.
He's a huge man.
He's a huge man. I thought the match was enjoyable. Like you said, Austin Theory, he basically picked up the scraps, after Bobby Lashley did the spear onto Bronson Reed, and then threw Bobby Lashley out of the ring, basically in his heel heat, and winning the match that way. But yeah, it was enjoyable though.
Okay. Casey, what you think?
My boy Bronson didn't win. He was cheated, stole it.
He got pinned. How was he cheated? He literally lost.
Because he held his shoulders down, and that wasn't fair.
That's how that goes. That's literally a pin.
Nope. Nope. That's not. I protest it. It's not fair.
That's literally the definition of a pin, I think.
He had his foot on the rope. I saw it. No, it was a good match. It was just we all knew that Theory was gonna retain. Like there was no way either of the other guys were gonna win. This was just a good match to put on. The title wasn't gonna change. I don't think anyone thought the title was actually gonna change. But you again, this is a match where you put 3 solid workers in there, and you just you entertain the fans, and then your boy has his foot on the ropes clearly, and they don't. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not upset. It's fine.
I want to say Gunther and Bronson Reed go at it for the IC title.
I want to see you and Gunther go at it.
You know what? How much would you? Okay, let me ask you guys a question. How much would you guys need to get paid to get a chop from Gunther?
For you to get a chop, $3.
No. For one of you guys, like for any.
Yeah, for you to get a chop, I'll go watch that for free. That'd be perfect, actually.
Free 99.
Free 99. 99 cents.
I need a mill. I need a mill. I need a
meal.
$1 million.
Rhea Ripley, Zelina Vega for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I mean, can I say excellent again? Like, it just was. Zelina's pop when she came out was amazing. Her taking in the emotion of it was amazing. Rhea kind of just shutting all of that down, saying like, nah, we're not doing this tonight. The LWO's interference within this was good.
Did they interfere?
They did.
I thought that was in the Bad Bunny and Damian Priest.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was that one? Oh yeah, that's right. Well, foreshadowing. But I mean, back to this match. This was really good. Like they really had me on the edge of my seat, thinking, "Oh, Zelina might win in her hometown. She got the home crowd advantage. This might be her moment. This might be my girl's moment." And then she lost. But still, it was excellent. I was not disappointed by this match. Casey, what did you think?
What is wrong with you? How long you been a wrestling fan? Every time they in their hometown, they lose. Every time.
But she was in there, and the crowd was hyped for her, and she had the flag, and she spun around, and it was funny. I was ready. It was her time. I've been waiting for this since she was still Trinidad. I was ready.
Since oh yeah, I remember she used to be in TNA.
That's when I first fell in love with her, and then she got married, and I was like, bruh.
And then the
Anyway,
rest was
I
history.
remember she did that segment with Eric Young. It was like, what's her name? Rose? No, her name wasn't Rosia.
uh,
Well, I thought it was.
Oh no, she had. What was her partner's name? I can't remember exactly, but that's besides the point. But man,
was it like
that's
Rosita and Sarita or something like that?
yeah.
Something
That's
like
right.
that,
Yeah. Yeah, that segment
Yeah.
she did with Eric Young was fire.
You remember that? Like that was so long ago. You remember the most random segments that like
No. Like
nobody.
it was ODB and Eric Young get married inside a steel cage, and then Rosita and Sarita they tried to
yeah. Rosita.
take Eric Young or something. It was a weird storyline. But it was
All right.
interesting.
Casey, what was your thoughts? If you have any more.
Very very good match. I lost all my train of thought with that segment.
All right.
All gone.
Justin,
Done.
what was your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought this was an enjoyable match. You know, I didn't understand the whole flip flop spot that they did with like Zelina Vega. I know it's
What
like
is wrong with you?
yeah.
Did
Do
you
you want to
not grow
explain
up
that?
in a Hispanic family?
No, does it look like? Hold on, does it?
Actually, when I look at you from the side like this,
Does it?
maybe
I
No.
thought you were Puerto Rican.
Bruh, what? Like I didn't understand the whole thing that they were doing. Apparently, it's like a Puerto Rican thing, Mexican thing. I think that's pretty cool.
Wow, that's racist.
Hispanic thing, and now we're just going to start bringing Zelina Vega out on a what's it called, a lawnmower. That's definitely racist.
All right, we're canceled.
We're canceled.
demonetized.
Demonetized. No, I thought it was an enjoyable match. I like how she was paying respects to like Rey Mysterio in this match. She hit the 619. Then she was paying respects to Eddie Guerrero. You know, doing it for Eddie. Doing it for Eddie. She did the meteor off the top rope. That was nice. But you know, ultimately, Rhea had to retain. You know, she had to.
Facts.
Did you just say Rihanna?
No, I said Rhea.
I didn't
Rihanna, yeah, Rihanna,
Rihanna
yeah,
was-
she's wrestling now.
I think she
Rihanna.
was in this match.
Moving on to the match that the LWO was part of. Bad
This
Bunny,
should have been the main event. That's all I gotta say.
Damian Priest. This was good. I like this a lot. I liked Bad Bunny's kind of homage to New Jack with the shopping cart and the weapons in it. That was good. Seeing Savio Vega not only in this match but before this match was also just awesome because it's been so long since it feels like it's been so long since we've seen Savio Vega. That was a lot of fun. This was good. Like, the wrestling in it was good. The hardcore stuff was good. I feel like this was one of those matches you really didn't feel like you knew where it would go per se. But I think it was excellent to see kind of two home area guys go at it too and see where the crowd was going to kind of lean a little bit. That was fun. Like I said, LWO's involvement was excellent. I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown, so I don't know what they're using as music per se. But when Viva La Raza came on, I kind of got chills a little bit. Not even gonna lie. This was good. This was excellent. And I didn't necessarily think about it at the time, but yeah, it probably should have been the main event. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Bad Bunny has
Let me
the
ask
heck of
you
a
guys this.
following and reception in his matches. The pop for him was awesome too. But
Let me ask you guys, who's better in the ring, like celebrity wise? Is it Bad Bunny or is it Logan Paul?
we'll only be able to know if they book the match.
I bet we're eventually gonna be seeing
I
that.
say triple threat. Add in Pat McAfee. Bing bang boom.
Oh, that's gonna be best match in the whole world. Yes, in the
The
universe.
best in the world. Oh, sorry.
Listen, I love all three of them, but please don't book that match.
Book it.
Please
WrestleMania
don't.
main event for the what is this new title they got?
The World Heavyweight Championship.
Perfect. I think it works.
I mean, Bad Bunny, he's better than some of the wrestlers that are on the roster, and like he doesn't do this, full time. It's crazy. But he's a lifelong fan of professional wrestling.
I,
What were
I
you about
wouldn't
to
say
say?
all that. I wouldn't say all that. Come on now.
Yeah, that's rude. That's rude. You a hater.
I'm a
You a
hater.
hater. I'm still waiting on a Baron Corbin world title run. That's just me though. Anyway, sorry. Unrelated.
You're gonna be waiting.
You might wait for hell to freeze over before that happens.
Justin, were you done with your thoughts, or did you give your thoughts?
No, I haven't even started talking about this match, but I'll talk about it right now.
I
This
thought you were
match.
talking about this match for like 20 minutes.
No, I wasn't. No, this match was fun. I really enjoyed it. I like how right out of the gate, Bad Bunny hits a Michinoku driver on Damian Priest. I thought that was pretty cool. He also Bad Bunny took a pretty nasty Falcon's arrow through. I don't know what it was through some tables out in in the crowd and stuff. That was pretty cool on the production area. It's pretty cool seeing, Rey Mysterio come down, to help out Bad Bunny. And then I heard some music playing. I'm like, wait, who is that? And I saw Carlito come out. I got Carlito, and then he had the apple with him. I thought that was pretty cool. Actually, I met Carlito last summer. He's a really cool guy. He's really jacked and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that Carlito hasn't been back is crazy to me, but I mean, maybe he just doesn't want to. I don't know.
And apparently, they're trying to sign him to do a contract or something. I don't know exactly.
No, they're not gonna, because I mean, they haven't so far. I don't know why they would now. I mean, he's been jacked for 5 years.
This is true. That's true. It seems like when the wrestlers when they go away for a while, and then when they come back to WWE, like, man, they were jacked.
I mean, I think it depends on who it is.
This is true. This is true. And then we also saw, of course, Judgment Day. They got involved. Finn Balor and who was it? Dominic. They came out. It was cool seeing Savio Vega. He did that roundhouse kick onto who was it? I think it was Finn Balor. Yeah, it was Finn, because he was Mini Finney. He was trying to run away. And then meanwhile, we go back to the ring. I mean, we had a Bad Bunny doing the sliced bread numero dos. Sorry, uno's one.
To the dome, because he almost landed on it.
And then you got the Bunny Destroyer, as they were calling it. And that's how Bad Bunny won.
But why would he want to destroy bunnies? He's a bunny. I don't understand.
Right? It don't make no sense. It makes no sense. But no, this match should have been the main event. And it was nice seeing him celebrate. Them all wearing the LWO t-shirts. This could have ended off the show, and I would have been fine. If this would have been ended here, I would be fine.
Well, they thought they were going to get a good, heartfelt moment with Cody beating Brock at the end. And then the fans decided to boo because fans suck. Casey. Even though I do give credit to this crowd, but still silly.
I thought it was a good match. I did. I thought it was a great match, even. No. But
that means he didn't watch it.
No, I watched it. I'm very impressed with Bad Bunny. I was the second he hit that Michinoku driver and did it so well. I was like, wait, am I a Bad Bunny fan? But what is going on right now? Am I a Bad Bunny fan? But I mean, everything he did was clean. It looked good.
No botch.
I was just about to say no botching. Chris no botching.
Fluid.
And I think I don't think it was Cole that said it. It might have been, but one of them said that pointed out that Bad Bunny is used to performing in front of crowds, so everything in that match. He knows how to work the crowd. He knows how to sell. He knows how to do this stuff because he's used to it. I feel like you get certain celebrities in there who aren't necessarily performers, who like perform on stage, who don't know how to listen to the crowd, how to like how to read the crowd. And I think Bad Bunny definitely knows how to do that, especially in Puerto Rico. Like he like that's his home. But great match. I was confused at first and excited to see Carlito. They could possibly sign him to either a Legends contract, or I know they just signed the Headbangers to a Nostalgia contract. I don't know what that is. I don't
Something they
know.
made up.
I don't know if it's the same as the Legends contract or if it's different. But the fact that they signed them to that, they could sign him to something like that. I don't know exactly what it entails, but apparently there's going to be like merch coming back, so I'm excited about that. I want to get me some Headbangers merch. But anyway, and then Savio Vega came out. What he did more than I thought he would. He did his signature strikes and the kick and everything, which looked good, especially for his age. I don't know exactly how old he is right now, but like, I was like, okay. But yeah, great match. Had interference where it needed to and where it made sense. It wasn't just having people come out there just for the hell of coming out there. It made sense for the story and everything. So I liked it. I thought it was a great match.
Alrighty. Next up, the 6-man tag team match, which was the tag team champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Riddle, who is not the tag team champion, but anyway, going up against the Usos and Solo Sikoa, kind of the bloodline, kind of not, I guess. The Brothers in Blood. I thought this was good also. I liked the kind of teasing the dissension between the Usos and Solo Sikoa, which is still interesting to me because I don't know. It's interesting to me, but I think there's a story that's worth telling with Solo Sikoa and the Usos because since they are brothers, why would Solo ever turn on them for Roman? But at the same time, like, maybe he feels like the one that's been left behind. Maybe he feels like the one that has been overlooked his whole career. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they do with this whole bloodline storyline because I think there's a lot of different ways they can go with it. But I thought this match was good. I enjoyed it. I like the dissension going on with the bloodline. I think it's fun. It can spread a bunch of different ways. Casey, what was your thoughts on the 6-man tag?
It was a match.
Okay.
I honestly don't remember much from this match. I was too hyped from the Bad Bunny match, and I kind of zoned out.
Okay. I did like the crowd reaction with Zayn and his theme song too. That was fun. Justin, what was your thoughts?
Yeah. So this is where the show kind of like dipped a little bit for me. Like, I'm not saying this was a bad match. I just think this was kind of like a breather match a little bit. I didn't hate the match.
He disliked it.
I just feel like the match went on a little too long. I don't hate the Usos because do they smell good?
That's a Casey question right there.
That's Casey. Do they smell good?
That was like 7 years ago. Shut the hell up.
They probably don't even smell the same anymore.
This is true. They smell like the bloodline. There's a lot of near falls in this match. I gotta say that.
I hate y'all so much.
I tell you what, Kevin Owens, he needs to quit taking his bumps on those steel steps. Like
I didn't see it somehow. I don't know how, but I didn't see it.
That's the one thing I remember from this match because every time he does it, I'm like, how and why?
How do you not have a concussion there?
What did he do? Was it a swanton?
No, like he was doing something on the outside and
because I remember when Jeff Hardy took that swanton on the scale.
It was like Jimmy or I
No,
was
like
one of the Usos.
when he takes them on the actual steps, not on the top of the steps, but like
Yeah.
when he, like the pointy part of the steps,
Hmm.
when he does that.
The pointy part of the steps.
Because
I have
he's
to go
done
back
it
and look, 'cause
multiple times, and
I
I
haven't,
don't know why.
for some reason I haven't seen it. I have to.
It looks really painful. I'm not a fan of
Here
him
it is.
doing that. Like I said, there were a lot of near falls in this match. I like how DJ was saying, you know, the dissension, you know, with like the Usos super kicking each other and like Jimmy, you know, him. What?
The Ascension, I like them. They were good.
I said the dissension.
They were good. Yeah.
of the Usos, like them super kicking each other, and Jimmy
No, the
getting in the
Usos weren't a
face.
part of the Ascension. No.
Yeah. And then Jimmy getting in the face of Sami Zayn and like you know, basically, and then Solo basically said, "Hey, quit playing around with him. You know, you need to quit playing." And it
Did he
looks
actually
like
say those words?
what?
Did he actually say those words?
I mean, basically, he said those words basically. It
So he
looks
didn't say
like
those words at all. Okay.
Solo was gonna hit Jimmy with a the Samoan spike. But yeah, I feel like maybe Roman might be sending out the hit on the Usos. Might be sending out Solo Sikoa to take him out. Maybe, I don't know. But it's gonna be interesting, the progression with this bloodline dissension.
Thanks. Main event of the evening: Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes. It was fine. It was good. It was a typical Brock match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that Cody won because I had a feeling that he wasn't gonna, because they hate him. But I'm glad he did. Somehow, some way, I think he got beat up on Raw or something. But I haven't
Yeah, he
watched
did
it.
get beat. Yeah, they're doing a rematch at Night of Champions
Aha. But yeah,
because Cody was in
how
one
are
of
they
those
doing
triple threat.
How
Cody
are they
was
doing
in.
a rematch if they're going to defend all the titles? There's too many darn titles to defend if you're going to do a rematch of something that don't have a title in it.
You know what? Roman's probably not going to be defending his titles.
I think he is.
Is he?
That's the whole point, I think, of
I'm pretty.
this whole thing. But yeah, this was good. I liked it. Justin, what was your thoughts?
Yeah, this was a typical Brock Lesnar match. A lot of suplexes that he hit. He had like 8 suplexes on Cody Rhodes in the match. I mean, we saw some blood in the match, which I thought was pretty cool. The turnbuckle got taken off. I like how when Brock was doing a suplex on Cody and Cody grabbed the turnbuckle and the turnbuckle went flying in the crowd. I thought that was hilarious. Somebody got a free souvenir.
That's
And,
dangerous.
a turnbuckle pad. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, the pad, that's not bad. But the turnbuckle, that
No, yeah, the turnbuckle, yeah, that is dangerous.
Maybe even the whole ring, you know.
The ring,
It
you know,
just threw
gets
the whole
tilted
ring off the
sideways. Yeah, they need to bring a tractor back out someday. They need to do that again. I mean, we saw a lot of Cody cutters in the match. A lot of disaster kicks, and you know, I mean, this was kind of a typical. This was
Why
kind of
would
like
you cut Cody?
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. This was a typical what WWE type of style ending. You know, like, you know, trying to keep Brock looking strong still. You know, like kind of like a kind of like a jobber way of like, or like what's the word I'm trying to say? Yeah, your
We never
typical
know.
WWE ending to
We
a
never
match.
know.
Which I really wasn't a big fan of that. Like I said, if they want to do this earlier on the night, I would have been fine with it. If they did this in the opener, I would have been fine with that. Or did this where they had the Bad Bunny and Damian Priest match, I would have been fine with that. But like ending off the show just kind of like left a sour taste in my mouth, which I wasn't a big fan of. But yeah, Cody won, which he'll probably win again. He'll probably win again at Night of Champions.
I mean, sweet candy is better. But anyway, Casey, what was your thoughts?
So I didn't
The
remember.
Bad Bunny match.
I didn't remember much of this match, but Justin told me about it, and so I'm gonna kind of go on what he said. He said it was a typical Brock Lesnar match, and he said that it was a typical WWE finish that he wasn't really into. So He said that they should have brought out the tractor again, which I don't think I would agree with. I don't know how much it is to rent a tractor over there. I don't know if it's more expensive or cheaper than in the United States. But wait, the Puerto Rico is part of the United. Never mind, my bad.
Is Puerto Rico part of the United States?
It's a territory, I think. Yeah. But anyway, so Justin told me about this stuff. So from what he said, I think it was a good match, and I'm glad that Cody won. But I don't know why we would cut Cody though. He said there were Cody cutters. I don't know why you do that. He seems like a nice guy.
All right. Well, if there are no final thoughts, going once, going twice. As always, definitely hope you guys enjoyed the show. I thought it was good. This
I
show
didn't
and
enjoy it at
the
all.
show before.
I love this show, the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. This was definitely the
I
show.
hate this show. This show sucks.
But as always, definitely hope you guys enjoyed. You can always watch or listen to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. The only podcast that is always, and I mean always, Instant Classic. You can listen to us or watch us on all major podcasting platforms.
Can you
And
listen
that's
and
it.
watch, or is you just one or the other?
I mean, you can do a little bit of both. You can listen, turn your back, and look between your legs and watch. Whatever you want to do. I
What?
mean, doesn't matter. You know, like when you hike the ball and you gotta look between your legs to still see. You can see the show still. Anywho, bye y'all. I'm leaving now. I see
Bye,
y'all
Felicia.
on the next
No,
one.
he's not. He's not leaving.
Also subscribe to McJoker Nuggets 097.
Don't do that.
I'm on the road to 600 subscribers.
Do that.
Don't do that.
So we'll see you guys on the next one. Until next